rise and gentlemen, remove your headgear if you've not served this country faithfully.
I know.
From Local Band, Dry Creek Station, Jennifer Crum.
Shit.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free. And the home
Careful. Be really careful because I'm gonna slip. No, because I'll fall if I jump over. Thanks. Picture it's dry coming on because it got in the wet. It got wet. Okay. Sorry guys. NHRA drags live from Snub Racer. Yeah, it's gonna get loud, guys. Be careful if your volume's up, okay?
So it did scrub off, not just some steam, but a little bit of upside. And typically when the car pulls up, it might be having an issue just before. It doesn't look like there was any indicator of delay. The driver did the acceleration, and he was doing a good job.
See that car blow up?
Sure, he's just as surprised as we are. In the performance, and the other lane, not a member.
Getting the safety lane, so give us an insight. I know you sort of moved in the last but didn't have the lane. What is the game plan for tonight?
Friday night.
I think we're going to get two more minutes. We're going to try to lay one down, try and go hit 80. How long we can hang that truck tries, and we're going to try.
All right, go ahead, you said. All right, back to you guys.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of milk.
According to Gunner, the starting line with Johnny Lindbergh, the crew chief for Paul Lee, you just had a chance to watch the replays up on the big screen here. Any indications of what may have gone on?
I'm guessing something it looked like a clean run. But yeah, that's unfortunate, but I'm glad that ball's okay. He told me on the radio everything was good, and it's just a shame on that's so that's probably Johnny, but we can go back to the trailer and figure out what went wrong, and figure it out for tomorrow.
If you want to go down there, it's okay. I can't. I'll slip.
Here with Daniel Wilbur St. Daniel, you said earlier.
Once we leave, I'll.
It's going to try to scare you. We can go do that.
Hopefully 16, 290 mile an hour at the half track run. If she goes 335, that'll wake your little ass up every time too. So hopefully we get that done. It's a beautiful ride here. There's a ton of people.
If you're here with us in the chat, drop some emojis. Tell us who's here. Make sure you smash that like button. We're live at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California for NHRA Drag, and we're watching Top Fuel. This is the funny cars. Wait till you see the flames come out, guys. Stick around. Alexis. We got Alexis and Cruz. Matt. I love you, Matt. John.
All right, let's see what's going on off track.
It's gonna get loud again.
Well, and also the car starting to perform and has some consistency, and that really allowed her to be competitive against those two drivers. Took out Chad Green in the first round on a pole shot, and then Nhra caught in the second round. She was pretty solid in semifinals, but the car has to perform, allow the driver to have a favorable opponent in the first round if you can land yourself in the top half.
Yep, funny cars, and they both sucked. Wah, wah.
From watching the replays, we didn't see an indicator that thing was going to blow up. Where did you feel in the car?
Well, I feel like it was on a record line, and in the lights, just to get out before the finish line, it would have been a little bit faster. I mean, it was really hollowing them out. But that seems to be what we've been doing lately, is blowing out the finish line. So we're going to have to fix that. We'll take the run, but thanks to all the people from Denzo, Mainline Sales that came out and supported us for the weekend? Is everything okay? Well, welcome out here and hope you're having fun.
And it's certainly not a tragedy.
They did, and they both chunked it at the end. So wait till we see this next round. It should be better than that.
It all happened.
Hey, if you're new here, make sure that you smash the like button. And if you feel like it, hit the subscribe button too. And make sure those notifications are on. Right, Blaine?
Too much traction, sir.
Oh, hold on.
Heard a lot about 1 week ago
There's
at
Blaine
Northwest
and
National
Papa John.
underestimating the track surface.
And if there is such a thing as too much traction in this sport, it amounts to a pretty quick run. If you miss it, if you don't have enough power, if you don't have enough lock-up weight, tire pressure, the balance of the car, the wheelie bar, if you don't have everything just right, that rear 17.5-inch Goodyear, it'll stick. It actually won't achieve the ideal wheel speed. The targets are at a quarter of a second, a half second, three-quarters of a second. So the expectations from the tuner are a certain amount of wheel speed. If it doesn't get that, if the motor's under-tuned, if it's off 50 or 100 engine RPM, it'll stick the tire, and that leads into tire shape.
Look, to use some technical terminology that I'm going to talk to us during our first qualifying session, if you keep me screwed through the jiggle, you're not going to tweak run. Thanks, Burke, I said.
You gotta speak that language.
So the Sealmaster drill is showing us the Zero Mechanical Services car, re-wrapped, repaired, refreshed for money, all pitch. Burnout and give us a doctor out the body. It looks good. Jason Young. Yeah, Brian, it's in the door. It's spread the couple life. We press the fuel pump on it. It would not grab. It immediately died. And Gary actually
Come on, guys.
this car immediately gave the cutoff signal. They are not going to make a run.
Sorry, guys.
In terms of the fuel on, it's either electronic failure or there's something in the fuel system that didn't allow it to get the fuel to ignite. So it's a tough race, but at least you have a decent setup run earlier. They got no gas in it.
We get to watch Buddy Hall run a solo. Buddy Hall was been in the back row seat. He Austin Front, number 16 spot, a couple races in a row. Has been on the beach a couple races in a row. And chasing the 3-second run all season.
This is ideal conditions for them to do it. You can see a lot of raw fuel poured on the right side of that thing. My goodness, it is just showering fuel on the right side of your screen, left side of the engine. Yeah, it's white smoke, so a lot of it's fuel, but a lot it seemed like there was a lot of flow by, a lot of oil that was mixed in. So fuel, but it's a good recovery from what just happened to them. They completely destroyed their whole body. I'm sure this is a different body with the same attractive scheme on it.
Does somebody?
At least gets them
If you hit that, it saves it. And then you can hit that and do it again. And then you don't have to send it to
Let's see
anyone.
what we can see on this instant replay. The Zero Mechanical Services machine. Hustling now, and you can see it kind of cleaned it up right there. Kind of cleaned up, then you got a hot bite on the other bank.
Yeah, 265 miles an hour. And I don't remember who it was on the stage. Somebody said they threw out the number 290 miles an hour in a nitro funny car. If you can get close to that target at the 8th mile, it's not a cone, it's an orange block at the 8th mile that will record that last time. And the speed block is just before that. If they can get between 285 to 290 miles an hour at the 8th mile, it's going to be a good run.
Could you be the next to go 340 here?
Jordan, this is all lined up, baby. We're hitting the dial right across our T's. You look at that big number from the school board, baby.
We want to see it.
been trying to figure everything out. They did a great job for my time. Oh yeah.
The car started to push towards the inside of the lane, and a good driver has to know when to say when.
Bite down helps. Bite down when they run.
Starts to push, starts to kind of bubble a little bit. He did some driving,
Take it?
but not to take any chances. He knew the car was accelerating, and there's the early shutout. May have knocked the blow belt off, but again, a good run considering. David Freiberger is
Say hi to everybody.
I'm with Buddy Hall.
Keep it up.
Hi,
Herman. Hi, Vivian.
The commenters were
Got
noticing
another
there was
round
a little
coming.
bit
Stick
of
around.
white smoke and maybe a little bit of fuel out of the left-hand side. Other than that, a clean pass from A to B.
Yeah, it's clean run. You know, our team's working so hard right now. You know, we've been through quite a bit this season, but there's no quit in these boys. This is it's going to be well this weekend. And yeah, it felt good. Went down the track. Those shoes came out. Got the
Shut
stop.
that shit off, like right there.
What a beautiful day in Sonoma, Irvine country. The fans are packed. I love you all. That's all I'm going to say. The 5 years is incredible, and I love all entry fans. Thank you all for being here.
And on the starting line, Brad Littlefield, what's with Jason Rupert and that team
Pointed
there?
at the starting line,
On
okay?
Friday night, you have that opportunity on a tight track to make the run into the 390s. What does that say about the preparation for this team?
Good job.
And well, really, these are the best conditions we need all year. I mean, everyone, the fans, the racers, they look forward to Friday night in Sonoma. It's nice to finally take advantage of it. Great call by Ron Tobler, great effort by the team. Our 391 day last year, we thought we were going to come out swinging. Didn't happen that way, but we had the reset button.
Make people sick, Blaine.
Got back to it.
Congratulations on your run.
Thank you very much.
Let's go to the stadium, ladies. Courtney Anderson.
That's right, I'm glad you down here. She said next time she would have a blonde wig for me to hang with hay over there. But in all seriousness, you made a really good steady run that first run. What were you and your team's thoughts after?
bought 'em back in
Yeah,
the
we
day,
were
they
happy.
like
I mean,
$39.
there's no secret we
I
had to
get
start
them
from
in
the
the pro shop.
playing in Seattle. We took that to
Yeah, and I
race
used to
kind
get
of
them in
as
the
a
pro
test,
shop, so
and we didn't really get it to come together with people on the race day. It was kind of too late by that. So this race coming in, we really wanted to have a baseline.
$89,
And that's what we got with this. So we got a clean baseline where everything looked good on our end, and we can keep pushing it. We're gonna go quicker, go faster, you know, for all the partners in the great JCM racing team that's here. We want to be a full contender on Sunday, and that's what we're doing right here. And what a night tonight. The stands are full. We're doing something really cool, different vibe here. Can you feel that? Oh, absolutely. I'm not in the media day here before I get into this race, and I'm all fans that have been, you know, on the pin, and them being excited for this night round and us coming in. And it's colder, and I'm a cold climate, so I love this. I'm very excited. I'm not used to this cold, so back up wherever it's warm.
Of course, we are going into top fuel after the Metro Flight Cup category.
It's not that cold.
For second season of competition in the United States as a top fuel racer. Of course,
Yo, it's like
it's
60 something degrees, and this is fog. It's not that cold.
The GCM racing operation. I think when we look at, you know, Tony, we talked earlier in that first qualifying session, we had run across Jason Rupert and those guys today, and they talked about how there's some issues that are facing their clutch discs, and they knew once they got that correct, it was going to come their way. And I think this is proof positive that they certainly found the root of their issue. Yeah, I mean, the car's acting a lot
Sorry,
different.
guys, I don't mean to be
Earlier,
jerking the
it shows
phone
some
around.
potential. So, you know, when Ron Tobler says that, you know, they found something in the facings, whether it was the, you know, the way it was being ground or the, you know, the direction or the amount of cutters. I mean, there's so many different things that play into how the clutch wears, and how the clutch wears works hand in hand with how the engine makes
Hey,
power. So both those have to be
Drop in the
recognized.
comments where you're watching from. What state, what country, where are you watching from?
And, you know, pre-race and just stand back and watch everybody do what they do on the race car. And one of his observations, I'm sure, was looking at the pressure plate and picking out something. If it's too smooth, that's not a good surface. So I'm sure he wanted to see a certain texture, maybe a more abrasive that's going to shear through the clutch.
He's right there. I was like, oh my God.
Rod Caps, Joe Costello, and the broadcast booth with Brian Ross and Tony Pedregon. You got me?
Ron Caps. Ron Caps. South Carolina, Alabama. What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome in. We're in California. they go. If you see flames, I want to see flame emojis in the comments. Drop those flame emojis if you see the flames.
You can say the same thing really, I think, about the police cars now. Yeah, for Tesla, they have their problems. And the commercial is something that really, you don't see a lot of cars do, but it has a tendency to lose traction when you start getting farther down the track.
They go.
The tires lose about 600 or 700 feet, and just when the driver thinks it's going to make it. So I don't think there's any reason for any tuner to come up in these conditions and say, well, let's just try to ease it down and run a 390.
Let's go. Let's go. I want to see those flame emojis.
They're still going to be favorable tomorrow. I just think right now, these tuners are going to try to take full advantage of how quick it could be.
Defending race winner in
Go.
this win right here. How you place?
Ooh, they're chunking. Funny cars are chunking today.
They are.
Round one was great.
Set up for cold weather.
Yep, it got cold because of
Set up
the
for cold and it's not working.
because the fog rolled in. If you guys can see all this, that's all fog.
Won a lot of races, and I think they've tried, and they even serviced out their old chassis, sold it on the spot. It was very frustrating. They thought maybe it was flexing and working differently. This is a brand new chassis, so if you guys make it, the chassis.
So who saw the flames
Missing a link with what they're trying
from those
to do
funny
because,
cars?
They shouldn't be doing that every time they try to run away.
Ron Cap's next.
Boxing situation. 1 year ago, Bob Tasca picked up the win over hometown hero.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
And Tasca.
Film it. Here comes one of our favorite drivers. Ron Capps is coming up. He's going to be in the lane closest to us.
That was the last week out on the tour.
So Bob Tasco, third, is going to try and get his program back on track tomorrow, and it will be very fast. Let's go back to that.
Blaine got to meet Ron Capps tonight. Got a picture. Got an autograph.
Mr. Mrs. 340s
Huh.
that we have here in Uni Trade with Doug. This is a big
Did you
night.
meet Ron
Weather is
Capps
great.
tonight?
Stands are full. You've won here 5 times.
Did you
but
meet
it's been
Ron?
lit. What do you guys
Yes,
have in store?
you did.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward.
No, we don't have Ron next. Sorry, you guys. False call. Ron's waiting right back there. Sorry, guys. It's hard to see through this small screen. And then after Funny Cars, we're going to have Top Fuel coming.
20 years. He's 1 year. Last time in 2005. So in a second there. Ian Spencer and I body up Jim had made some tweaks and put the green across the racetrack with the mile off service.
Spencer Hyde in rookie season acclimating to the actual funny car. I was thinking about the early season. This has for about a race and a half to do with a race. And in the moment, we were wondering, like, okay, maybe
Those flames are going to come again, you guys.
he's totally adapted. He's a threat to win any race. He's got a lot of room to grow. So
Having finals is a big goal for this team. They have been striving to get back to that point. We look back and it wasn't that long ago. It's like a green, almost the same. So we're right for the races.
And 33 miles an hour, y'all. Look at that.
Two rookie of the year candidates. These drivers are doing a good job. As well lit as this racetrack is, it's still harder for a funny car driver to see. It's just they're looking at the horizon, they're trying to focus. But this is a new and improved Jim Head. This is a Jim Head that is much more calculated. When he calls a shot, the car seems to be predictable.
I've got South Carolina, I've got Alabama. Who else? What other states do we have, guys? Are there any other countries here?
Conditions that I know that you wake up living for here in the States.
Well, it was a little cold. I think we're lucky to get past
Thank
the
you,
shade
Davian.
zone, but, we'll take it.
If you don't already subscribe to us, we would love it if you subscribe to the Blades World channel.
JR
19 in the house. Let's smash that like button.
at Sonoma.
We got Papa John.
And funny car.
There's
and you know
Blaine,
what the other one is?
Mr. Blaine's World.
And you're putting me on the spot.
And there's Mama
It's
B,
usually snake
Papa
when it
J.
comes to those, but I don't know. Maybe Silver Snake.
It is absolutely rolling that kind of legacy.
No, absolutely not. He's my hero. Yeah, he's a man. No, just I love it here in Sonoma. I think you're all you can say. This is my part of my favorite track. I'm a lot of success here, and hopefully we can pick up on that success here come Sunday and put it in our circle.
And we're about to look at some footage of your 2023 win.
J.R. John picking up the win right here.
So you guys hold on.
There they are, with just Ashley and Nhra and J.R. Victory for J.R. Team down.
Alright, here we go. Can you drop those fire emojis? Can I see flame emojis in the chat?
Insane. And Dan Wilkerson and Jack Reed come up now. Dan Wilkerson said he was damaged here. He was he's quarterback on the game. Looks like we just saw the last two cars. That's definitely possible. Jack Reed's kid.
Let's go, let's go. Smash that like. Go. Oh my gosh. Is he okay? Is he out? Woo! Holy crap.
That was a boom.
Holy shit. Ooh, I feel it in my eyes.
Magnitude of that explosion. You can see this guy, Tim Wilkerson, trying to process everything that happened. He's got to be thinking it was
Driver got out, walked away. You guys, drive is okay.
the car seemed to be going ahead and when it exploded, it instantly
We felt it in the stands, you guys. Did you film it?
the driver, so Dan Wilkerson having a good feel of where he was on the track and
Boom.
still keeping it in his lane.
There's no indication of spinning the tires from our
Feel my eyeballs.
up there. We're way above the racetrack. Joe, we can look at it and see if there is the thing is not spinning the tires.
Hi, Sleepy. Carl Lanes, welcome in. Toby, what's up?
Here we go. The Skag Jack.
Just before it blows up, you can see something. He just brushes the ball. That was the least of the damage. This is the damage here, but take a look. You can see right
Here's the
there.
replay.
It's actually just firing multiple cylinders. So more than likely, there was something in the valve train. And, you know, occasionally you'll see one of these camshafts. They'll actually break. They'll flex and twist in the course of a run. I'm not saying that's what happened, but something.
So these drivers, you guys, they wear fireproof suits. They've got so much safety equipment all around them. And we watch the driver get out and walk away.
Looks like it's
So
firing on 8 cylinders, and you'll see on this side, that's where it starts to misfire. And then the explosion. So there was something that
hi,
fired
Sleepy
in
Frost
that
Eye.
engine that caused this.
You're here?
Wilkerson, as you mentioned, Tony did a fantastic job. The latest scrub you ever seen here. Like probably didn't scrape the headers off.
Holy crap.
We get just one last
That was
look at this thing.
insane.
We did just different areas. Again, blinded rise, no indication of the tire spin, but just that volcanic explosion.
It'll be a minute before they rip off. They got to clean up the track, you guys. So we have 29 people in the chat. Where's everybody? What state is everyone located in? Where are you at? Let us know.
Keep some of that debris from getting into the driver area. Jason Gallo, Tim Wilkerson. And Tim, you said a chance to watch the replay there. What did you see?
Safety always comfort. I think I am here. You might be here.
We'll get back and take it apart and see what's going on with it. Standing for our stag. That's part of this race, and unfortunately, you're gonna get that every once in a while. But just bragging about not having any problem with insurance, you never do that. don't know. We'll see how it goes here. Daniel's okay, and that's what matters. We're going to put the parts back in.
As a team owner, as a father, as a tutor, I know you want to see that thing lock.
Oh, it's cold. I say that because it's cold on my hands, y'all. I am wearing a Disneyland hoodie, fresh off the rack. She's keeping me warm. But I love being back home in Sonoma County. This fog. This is where we're from. This is where Blaine was born. Little drizzly.
We now need to go to David Freiberger, I believe, with we are going to the top end with Spencer Hyde.
Spencer Hyde, he just went 386 with a 5, went to number 1 and ran a career best mile an hour of 3:33.58.
Oh, cool.
Is that what Jim Head was looking for?
I don't know if it is on TV. My brother's a huge racing fan, so he's probably watching it. It's usually on like ESPN or ESPN2. Sometimes they'll replay the qualifying. Sometimes qualifying isn't live. But Sunday, for finals, it'll be on.
And I've got Brittany Force here getting ready for the qualifier tonight. We've been amping this up all weekend. Its weather is perfect. Again, we talked about the fans are here, but you and I spoke earlier about really wanting to just step it up when it comes to ET. You have all the speed things you can get, right?
Yes, we're okay on speed, but it's the ET, especially in racing consistency. So right now, our focus, we ran at 72, and that's fantastic, but I think we have a chance to step it up and improve a little bit, and that's our goal. All right, good luck. Thank you. Thank you, guys, Brian.
And so Brittany will climb back into tow vehicle, keep her core temperature up, and when she is ready to climb in that top of the register, we have a big show talking. My goodness, that is a heck of a shot right there. Almost looks like a ball.
Wow. Oh, sorry, guys.
The thing is blown to pieces. Now, what to center the windshield up? That's what we are. Yeah, it's kind of an explosion like that with that much pressure. I mean, it'll just
Everybody's pictures are bad at this. I'm using Mr. Blaine's phone. He needs a new one. Oh.
As well, that is located directly behind the engine, and that kind of separates and protects the driver to some degree. But again, one of the most besides with these.
So we're just kind of on pause as they clean up the track.
That is designed, and it's
They're down here. Let me show you guys. So this is the jumbotron, obviously, so you can see that right here. And we're down there. My finger.
Work all the safety features and equipment work as they were designed. We have an onboard camera on this car. We're going to show you right now. As you can imagine, it's not the best of shape.
Onboard camera. Here we go, you guys. Look at this. Woo! Man. Wow.
You can tell how likely he even grazed the wall. The header was being folded up. He really scraped the edge. Daniel, coming out of the car right there.
That's cool, Toby.
And a smile on his face, unbelievable in that situation. Let's go down to Jordan Vandergriff, who's in the stage lanes.
Way back in the back of the stage lanes, and Clay really can play you a song.
There's Clay.
369. But it's time to sum on that loud pedal and call your shot. What do you have right here in Q2?
I'm going to call for 364, 339. That's just me talking Joe, but didn't tell me anything. But he's really counts, and he really should answer that. But that's what I'm saying.
Let's see. He's saying 364, 339. So he's saying 339 miles per hour in 3.64 seconds. Yeah, the explosions are crazy.
You know, after last week, we're thinking about you, Sean Reed. You know, it's like, oh man, we don't need nobody else to have anything crazy like that. And I told you off camera, that's why I'm driving direct.
That's Clay Milliken.
Just for that very reason right there. Daniel can have the funny car.
Woo.
Now down to the top end.
That's nitro, baby, in there that they're racing with.
Dan was going to scare you. You mentioned that a couple times.
Here he is.
I think he pulled that off. What's the worst part of that as a driver? Is it?
There's the driver, you guys. You can see he's okay.
I gotta be careful because there's a rule I don't like that we have on these play cars. Don't ever be hanging after me because I didn't know what channel it was, I didn't know where I
because the body won't fall off anymore, and it was right in my face. So I was trying my best. I actually kissed the wall, I think, and I was like, okay, cool, translate. Because I've never been so happy to hit the wall my entire freaking life. I really feel bad for, especially my guys. The worst part of all this, I was fine.
I know there's a lot of
radio. He's like, you're okay. I was like, oh shit. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I couldn't get to radio because I was driving. But yeah, I was fine. Sorry, yeah. And I know it's scared mom too. And Ray and Maria, they're like the best watchers of all time. They're always standing on the starting line, and I know that stuff scares them too.
Oh my gosh.
It's just really, honestly, the worst part is scaring everybody. I hate scaring my friends and fans and my guys. And now we got a bunch of work to do, so that's like the second thing that sucks. Thank you, buddy.
Well, there's nothing that the team itself can always not scare up these guys. These guys
There you go, boy.
for everything they need to go through to figure out exactly what needs to happen to get that.
Thank God he's okay, man. Jeez. It's
That man, of course,
crazy.
the man who collected the win in Seattle in big fashion. His team in the staging lanes are getting ready to get the sign to get the red stripe.
That's good advice. Brownies tonight. Love me some brownies. All right, looks like we're going to be back up here, you guys, to clean the track. All right, here we go.
Reality is, at this point in the season, if you're not Austin Rock with an outside contact segment, you have to adjust the goals to be exact. You need to have your entire program to block down step.
There's Ron. And Matt and Ron.
Matt Hagan?
Oh man, that's a hard one for me. Both of my favorite drivers are up, y'all. All right, let's go. Never know how. Let's go, Ron. Ron.
Makes total sense, and I think what we saw collectively in that first session, which would be
I was not cold, and now I'm cold. Holy shit. Alright, let's go, Ron. Ron Caps is in the far lane, y'all.
I talked to a few judges, and they said there's not going to be enough rubber on the racetrack because you didn't have the promos, you didn't have a lot of other classes of cars laying down rubber, so it's just a matter of opinion, and it depends on who you ask.
All right, Matt. All right. 4 seconds. 3.86 seconds, babe. That sliced it. I'm the wrong car.
Wrong setup?
What they can see here, what this does is it backs up what they did a week ago. It's easy to come out here, overpower the track.
All right, so my number 1 driver didn't win that qual, but my number 2 driver did. So we're not mad at it.
Calculated how they set the car up, and whether they end up second or third or fourth, this is a very good, solid qualifying run. All we want to see when we see those big runs that they start making at Seattle, we want to see, in order to kind of really believe in it, is repetition. We saw that repetition all day long, and now we see that repetition of what a 12-hour drive south of that racetrack. So it is proof positive that they have found, as you like to say, Tony, they found the range. You found a range and the sweet spot, call it what you like, but this keeps them in the hunt, and it makes them competitive regardless of what Rock, regardless of what Beckman or anyone else comes out here and runs. It gets this driver,
Two muffin bags in your pocket.
you
All
get
right.
him close, that's all a driver can ask for.
Better than 1.
You have Matt Hagan,
He's a four-time world champion. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, but now he's got a chief that had to be elevated. He said it about Mike Dixon. He wasn't crew chiefing for us. He would have been crew chiefing for somebody else. And so they had to make the switch. If he goes over to JR, Mike Knudsen gets a win, and now keep it going. They're going to be a threat from here on out.
The Seamaster draw for the finale of this session. It could very well be a big finale.
Lane. All right, here we go, y'all.
This week for meetings of the NHRA. Great to see Don and their entire crew. But he's going to go down to the peak. 80 praise and qualification. Jeff Beckman trying to this guy's on.
Got Jack. This is the last call for the funny cars, guys. Come on, Jack.
Exactly is out there. He says it gets past the Christmas tree. We intend on running 3.80.
Everybody go.
I'm like a man who's going to commit to what he believes in doing. Yes. That's a pretty tall order, but I mean, look, they're making the call. They know these conditions are ideal. They have all the perfect conditions.
All right, here we go, baby.
80 degrees, you have the air, the density, barometric pressure is full, you have the near perfect conditions, it's all on the cutter, and I'd be real surprised if they run too slow. I believe that either of these teams and tuners have set these cars up for all or nothing.
Go. They're just... Yeah, they chunked it, guys. So for anyone who's here, the next round, Top Fuel coming up. Tony Stewart is here. He is racing. For those of you NASCAR fans, Mr. Tony Stewart is racing tonight. Look, that's Matt. Ooh, Matt.
Is that carrying through here? What's that all about? I just think he's coming into his own, you know, I mean, obviously confidence and building time, and he's doing a lot of that. We were up there, and I kind of told him on the mic, I said, hey, fair boss, boys, you know, and without there with 86, maybe it was a handful. I mean, it was being sitting and moving around. I was like, come on, man, don't come loose, you know, but what a show for these fans out here, and I don't know, like I said, we run one time, we run tomorrow, but
Yo, Matt.
anyway, so we'll take that, and
All right, so we're gonna lay some rubber on that track. Look at all the people in the stand, y'all. Matt Hagen's number 1. And Ron's number 3. I'm trying to read it. Okay, so now clean up this track a little bit. Big daddies are coming in next. Top Fuel.
Certainly a lot of potential out there in terms of what we can see in Top Fuel and Alexis Victoria. Currently outside the field right now. Let's go to
Grandpa made me write this.
In the staging lanes with Ryan Houston and Alan Johnson, you guys were just having a conversation. What were you guys talking about?
How can you build the first customizer? That's what was fun.
It's easy to also screw that up. So I want to make sure we're careful and not making mistakes. Yeah, Ron, your next what are you thinking for this round? What do you think you can run? Mid-60, hopefully something goes quicker.
I just wish I could have done that. But he didn't want to.
Sprinkling. Oh. Ooh, it's cool. waiting for top fuel to start, y'all. How late do you want to stay? Would you want to watch all of them? It's whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna lie.
The one funny car ET record that was set at Sonoma was you in 2015. I believe it was a 3:92.
Warmer than me. Sorry, you guys.
With the 3, and you won that race. But that was laid back header days. And what that means is that the headers were laid back and essentially gave more thrust to the car going down the track. You don't have that now. Are the cars more violent to drive now or then?
Point of clarification, that was the first race where we had those headers on the entire event. We tried and had been run before. But what happens when we went from here to here? That's what we had here. Then we did this, and then it just said no more, you go here. Our headers today are still laid back more than the 2015 headers. Okay? You couldn't understand this all because of what's in snow. And it just turned out to be a pressure.
Stop doing this right down there.
Welcome back into our tailgate. I mean, the booth, we're in the booth. We have a lot of lights on. It's very nice, very bright. I have retinas that functioned just a few moments ago. I don't know if we're all working together. But look, that was the session we wanted to see. That was the session we hoped to play out to be. Obviously, the last 2 cars that they made the trip would have been a big deal, and that was a nice session.
We saw big numbers, we saw something that we'd never like to see Daniel Wilkerson just destroying the body on his car. But I recall a week ago, the funny car struggle, top fuel dragsters went down the racetrack and we saw them 340 miles per hour. We've got top fuel next.
Well, they came into this race more prepared, better prepared than they were having gone from Norwalk to Seattle. There's a lot of different changes with the atmospheric conditions, but you know how Matt Hagan's running, and just thinking about his interview, and this is what you gotta love about Matt Hagan, is he's gonna push his tuner. He don't care who he is. He's got a young guy that he can work with. His expectations are more, so that's a different dynamic with some drivers compared to Matt Hagan. He's gonna say what he wants to say. He's gonna do what he wants to do, and I think he put his tuner in position. I think he helped Newton understand that they need more. I think the timing was right. And there's the flip side of that. There's some drivers that just feel like you have a tuner that'll do it all. And by all means, I think the team is actually very good.
I think it is good for the well, right? You know, look at our play
So apparently Tony Stewart is the favorite to win this championship this year. Anybody but Tony.
He's a champion already. He knows how to win in multiple categories. He's cerebral about this stuff. Glad to my favorite.
I think it's going to be an important set to see if Tony Stewart get out of that mid-370 range. It's one thing to run good.
What are they doing? Rubbing the truck.
The U.S. Nationals, but then we ramp up that pressure and intensity, and every run is going to matter.
Yeah, the Portable Quality Tools U.S. Nationals, of course, Labor Day weekend as it has been since 1955. If you haven't got tickets yet, what's your problem? Go to Nhra.com and do that. But we have to talk about Sean Langdon and the significance of the points lead back. It was great. Brian Houston after the win, Jordan talked to him. He says, listen, I'm a guy who likes to lead. I'm going to stay in the lead until November. This is how he pulled it off.
Let's watch some of these top fuel. I'm freezing my butt off, guys.
Is you win, especially in this category, as a complete package. It's a complete package of a guy that can hit the tree for 50, for a crew chief that can get a car set up to run 60s, and a crew that can execute that. I think it says that there is an upside in the approach that Brian Houston takes. Seems to be, I say, conservative about how speaking in more than a wide way. So you look at the Alan Johnson's approach, he's been working out the rescue. He's looking to get it off. And he might have a show for it as a run at 150 quicker. But the numbers don't like it. Consistency goes, don't like it. So you combine the driver's ability and talent with the car's performance and consistency. This is the reason they're sitting on top. I look at the top three guys, specifically maybe the top one, but the top three, it's like the WWF. You got five guys fighting in a ring. Like Ashley is the guy that can kind of hang right out, and then he's the guys that want to do positions, pound on each other, and then swoop in at the end.
Absolutely. With those reaction times, he's great. And more on Just Naturally. We'll go down to the starting line. Check out with Jason Gallagher.
Yeah, John, Tony Delago, of course, is the co-crew chief on Just Natural's machine. Asking about this run here tonight and what the team learned from Sunday in Seattle. They had a bye run in round one and smoked the tires and also ran some issues in round two. Racing Doug Coletta was not that near record run. And Tony Delago says they're trying something new because they need to find a way to get this run 363, 364.
We're literally just waiting for top fuel to start qualifying. I'm cleaning the track off, y'all. Just hang in there with us.
New York State racetrack, C-Max Dragway. You could have a couple. I mean, you look at some of the tracks he's had multiple, successes at. C-Max in place that he loves back there in the East Coast.
Came down to the final race of the year. Lost a close one to Anton Brown. Went on to become the champion. Just Naturally looking to get over the hump and win a championship.
It was Plaintiffs Interruptus. It was he and Antron were at the ready line, all ready to fire when that whole race was interrupted by the bizarre incident we had. And you wonder if this history play out differently if that never happened.
Space time continued into this run. Anton Brown was scored Just Naturally chasing. They're started running on the start.
So there's Brian Houston. Got the hoodie on, got the black cap on. He's made one last adjustment. He's going to send the driver forward. Sean Langdon running Coletta here. 25th anniversary colors, black, gold, and red.
Necessarily, and it gets cooler and later the track is going to cool down.
Well, you got to remember, at least I got to remember this scenario all the last year. Come out the track for check, qualifying 7-4, not in the show. What are they going to do? I believe at the time they were able to beat. They had a quick time, but that's what the level of confidence we're trying to use it in. And I think that's the go-to. I think some tuners just think differently and they get conservative. I hope you, or they pull it back. They really pull it back. But I think some of these guys, they just go to their book, they go to their nose, they read the conditions. The track temperature right now is just below 80 degrees, 79 degrees on the racetrack, plenty of grip. And of course, I'm pretty sure he's going to refer to his notes from just a week ago. So these conditions right now, every bit as good as what we saw in Seattle.
Hang on, you guys. I'm going to clean this. Hold on.
Conditions change constantly, and mostly in the racetrack itself. The surface, the rubber, the texture of the concrete, and this is tire shake. You know, there's a good chance that they didn't have the right amount of wheel speed. You know, these cars, like I said earlier, it's so easy to break traction. You give it too much power, too much clutch, but you don't typically see the tires get into that violent tire shake, and you can see the frustration. That's 2 misses for Ryan Husen. But, you know, you look at the forecast tomorrow, if this rain layer sticks around, and even if it burns off, you know, as long as that track temperature doesn't go beyond 100 degrees, it's still good for a high 60 round.
It's going to be about 65 degrees when we have our first nitro session tomorrow, to Tony's point, so the big numbers are still going to be up.
Yeah, the disgust on Ryan Hughes's face, so you set up everything, you think you've got a plan, it's going to go, it doesn't go, and it's back.
So for Langdon and the boys, they will put it up on the jack stands tonight, service the engine, and be prepared to come back swinging tomorrow morning. And swing
All right,
they will.
one more, you guys.
I would put a sizable wager on the fact that they will
One
not be
more.
the boost of the qualifying order by the time we get to eliminations, but you never know. Canopies closed for Justin Ashley and Antron Brown.
Let's go, Antron.
Here comes the Mecco Tools.
Antron.
That's how much that urban track is pulling on the grid meter right now. And then Sunday, round 1, we've got another round 362. 18%. I'll let you guys quantify just how big the jump that is.
Well, the number is 3,200, and we haven't seen really
All right,
that
here
much
we go.
since autumn. Well, similar conditions, but the elevation is better here, but the temperature, and those are some of the quickest runs that we've seen all year.
I think 18% is exactly the qualification that I need.
It is. It's all comes very good.
The reality is, if we're 3,200 years grip, which is effectively at the very top end of the grip scale, you don't have the wheel speed or you don't have the very aggressive setup. This thing is going to shake. It is going to shake big.
Go. There we go. Wait for me, I've got little legs.
Just what Antron said.
All right. That was great. All right. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's getting to be a little cold out here, right? Cold. Right? So we're going to probably call it a night and turn the light off. Stay tuned over the weekend, though. We are going to be live from the ocean in Fort Bragg, California. And then probably, if we can get service, maybe from the Redwoods up in Northern California. So let's see. But if not, we'll take some video and some photos to post it.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight,
We
you guys.
almost had 50 people.
What?
We almost had 50 people.
I know.
Bye, guys.
It's a great life. Have a good one. Watch
Bye.
NRA. Bye. NHRA.
NHRA.
NHRA. Or NRA. Either way. Bye.